On the first stop of a NASA Space Center tour across the country, recently confirmed NASA Administrator Jarek Isaacman sharing his thoughts about the Goddard Space Flight Center's importance.
We've got Roman Space Telescope here, Nancy Grace Roman Telescope. So if I liked Hubble, you got to love Roman. I mean, 100 times the field of view, 1,000 times scan rate. I mean, it's instruments like this that are made here at Goddard Space Flight Center that help us pursue and unlock the secrets of the universe.
High praise for the agency's Maryland Research Center, which is home to the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope. Last week, Isaacman released statements about the closing of NASA's largest research library, stating that the Goddard Library space closing was a part of a long-planned facilities consolidation plan approved in 2022 under the previous administration.
We've gradually been consolidating on plans that far predated my administration, the president's administration. I mean, we've recognized for a long time, actually some of the first library closures went back to the early 2000s at NASA of, hey, we need to digitize, we need an East Coast library, we need a central library, maybe a South library. We don't need one at every single facility if it's coming at the expense of doing the mission.
Those thoughts and move drew harsh criticism from the International Federation of Professional and Technical Engineers, NASA's largest union. In a statement, President Matt Biggs said, quote, "This was not a part of some long-planned facilities consolidation, as Isaacman claims. The Goddard Master Plan written in 2022 does not call for the library's closure. Building 21, which houses the library, was scheduled for renovation, not elimination."
What happens to those contents in the library?
So for a 60-day period of time, NASA is going to take care of its own business. So the NASA, scientists, engineers, researchers, we've put together a team that's going to evaluate all the materials for historical significance, technical relevancy, and that material that we identify we need to preserve or digitize. We're going to flag.
One other thought on the minds of both NASA's largest union and Isaacman is staff retention and morale. The union saying, quote, "We expect better from NASA and its managers. The American public and the scientific community beyond also expect and should demand that NASA work to expand our knowledge of space, science, and engineering and not to contract it."
Yeah, I would hope the workforce here at Goddard, and I've been trying to interact with as many of them as I can, understand, appreciate. I love science. What we need to do here, we need to figure out a way to clear as many obstacles as possible, which means a lot of scary infrastructure that's robbing resources away from doing more missions, and we can.
In Prince George's County, Dominique, Moody, News 4.